G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son. We're going on with B-17 Flying Fortress Leader from DVG, and we are playing the Air War Begins campaign, August to December 42, and we are about to start week 2 of August. In the first week, we bombed and took out a transportation target, a marshalling yard in Germany, and got 3 VP. It's one of our secondary targets, and we need 8 VP of transportation targets to do that. But we also have 262s coming out in October, and I want to try and push that out as long as I can. So I need to take out this target here, target 7. The trouble is it's in hex 20. All the way down here, and the only thing that can reach there are the Liberators, which I don't have any of at this time. I really wanted to try and take out some of these targets last time. You can't see, of course, in hex 11, but we had zone 1 was just all storms. So the only place we could actually attack was here in 13 or here in 3, so we went for this one. So that's that. Okay, so week 2. First things first, we had 27 SA points and we spent none, so now we get another 15, so we're up to 42. 42 SO points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy Death Dealer. There's a green bomber. So here we go. This is Death Dealer, who, this is 0 to 4, B24. He costs 16 SO points, and I'm going to give him Glantzberg, which gives him situational awareness, and again, if we end up with submarine targets later, a +2 air to ground on anti-submarine warfare. Now, he's going to start making up what will become the 3rd wing. Okay, just chuck him up the back. So that's going to cost me 19 all told for him. Righto, so let me put him down. We have B24, who is the 93rd. Death Dealer. And he has Glantzberg. Third bomber wing, he is a green 5. And he has just cost me 19 SO points, which leaves me 23. Okay, so let's have a look at Recon. So I think what we'll do is we're going to go back and recon this marshalling yard in 11 because it's at medium intel, so I get a +2 to the roll there. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and take out an aircraft. Well, have a look at an aircraft factory as well, so we can start looking at them. And I want to have a look at probably this one in 11 to start with, which is this one. So first roll is 4 to 7 for medium, 8+ for high intel for aircraft factory 8 here in Belgium. And we get a 1, so nothing. I screwed up, didn't I, last time? Damn! I forgot the low intel, didn't I? Oh, no, I had... Did I? No? Yes? No? Shit. I did. I forgot the low intel. Bugger. Okay, never mind. And a 9, so it's high intel for this marshalling yard. Okay. Righto. My apologies. Damn it, Janet. Okay, so what I will do then is I am going to go after a I'll give myself a penalty. I'm going to go after this target if I can, depending on weather. So let's have a look. So we have clear weather at home, and we have partly cloudy here, and then white again, black. We have partly cloudy here, and we have clear weather up here. Okay. So what I intend to do this time is I'm going to attack into here, which is max range for my B-17s. I'm going to take 3 B-17s. I'm not taking the Bell because she has 3 damage at the moment. No, in fact, I will take her. Stuff it. So I'm going to take those 4 B-17s. I'm not taking Death Dealer yet, not until I can get the rest of her wing up and running. And I'm not going to take any fighter escort at all as a penalty against me. I'm not sure if it's much of a penalty, but and I will grab these 3 low markers to put them here so I can hopefully remember to roll for that. Again, my apologies. I'm terribly sorry. Right. So they're coming down here to number 3, which is here, this target. So we'll snip that up, put it over there. And righto, so it's a dispersed target, optional high intel. I'm not worried about the high intel required. I'm simply going to try and bomb it and go from there. So every aircraft will carry 3 Mark 30s. No, every aircraft will carry 2 Mark 30s as a penalty as well. Okay, so effectively still that's, a maximum of 16 hits I could do, but I'm trying to downgrade it a bit. Righto, so we will fly through here, which is not all that flash. We will fly through here, which is not all that flash, into here. Now, we don't have to worry about the fighters because they're not coming along. Okay. So we're only carrying 2 bombs because there's a little bit of a headwind. That's my way of looking at it. Righto. So, German reaction is 3 minus 2 is a 1, so it's poor, which is something that helps. But a poor max of 2 still means there, unless it gets upgraded. Okay. Luftwaffe unprepared. Reduce its response by 1 level to minimum of poor, so it's already there. Righto, so we take off. We go to here. And this bloke has potential to try and get us. And we have a 109. Okay, now he is going to go after number 9, which is our tail end Charlie. Yep. So he's gone after Scarlet. Okay. So he is shooting. He has 2 attacks. He hits on a 7, 9, 11. He gets a 3. So he does not hit. And the best person he could have attacked from our point of view was Scarlet, because Scarlet has concentrate fire of +2 and also has an air-to-air of +4. So she's got +6 and gets an 8 and shoots him down. Well done, Scarlet. Okay. So then we move on. and we have 2 potential attacks. So this one resets. So these are all going to hit us on the way home as well, remembering. That's why I've done it this way. Okay, so first one. Oops. Well, we'll take that. It jumped out at us. And the second one is flak. Okay. So the first, the fighter will go after number 5, which is our second aircraft, Grim Reaper, and the flak will go after number 6, which is Grim Reaper. Okay. So Grim Reaper has suppress -2. Now, suppress. Subtract 2 from all banded attacks against this group to declare before rolling. Well, okay, so we're going to do flak first anyways, because it only has 1 turn. So it hits on a 5, 7, or 10. So all we have is the -1 durability. So it's a 4, so no hit. So the flak goes away. And then we have the fighter attacking. And it hits on an 8, 9, or 10. And if we suppress... Yep, so we're going to suppress. So it's a -2 to his roll. And we get a 5 -2 is 3, which means no hit. And then we're shooting air to air for a +2. That's only an 8, no good. He comes in for his second attack. Here's a 4 -2 is nothing. And we shoot back. And we get a 5 + 2 is 7, nothing. And he flies away home. Right. So then we move into here. And these both reset for the next turn. Okay. So first thing we do is we roll for the low intel and see what we get. So it is a 7, and a 7 is -1 air to ground +2 flak. Okay. So -1 +2 flak. That one goes back. Okie doke. So flak first. We already have 2 rolls per aircraft. It's +2 flak, and we have nothing to help other than our -1. So it's going to be +1 to each of these rolls due to our durability. And they hit on a 6 or a 9. Okay, the bell first. And we have a -1. Sorry, +2. So it's a +1. So that's 2 10s. So that's 4 hits to the bell. Takes her up to 7. The bell is now shaken. Righto. And then we have the +1 to the Reaper. And that's 4 hits to her. Yeah. Wow. Right. This is bloody good flak. Oops. And then +1 to Paradise. So she gets a 9 and a 4. So that's 2 hits to her. Takes her up to 3. Okay, and then Scarlet with her +1 as well, and gets a 5, which is no good, and a 7, which is 1 hit, taking her up to 2. So So they either got tired or started to run out of ammo by the time Scarlet got there. Okay, bombing. Each aircraft has 2 Mark 30s. So first off is the Bell, who is at -1. -2 because she's shaken now. So -2, and she's also -1 there, so that's -3. But she's +2 for the target and +2 for the bomb, so she's bombing at +1. +1, so she gets a 4 and a 8, so she gets 1 hit. Right, Reaper is bombing at +0, so she gets +2, +4, -1, so she's at +3, which gives her 4 hits, which takes us up to the dizzy heights of 5. Oops. Right, next is Paradise, who is at +0 again, so these are +3. And she gets a 9 and a 10, so that's 3 hits, taking us up to 8. And then we have Scarlet, who's bombing at +0, so that takes her up to +3 as well. And she gets 10 and 7, which gives her 2 hits, which takes us up to a total of 10, which will give us heavy damage on that target. Okay. So, because, we got 10 hits and we needed 12, so 8 becomes heavy damage. And we'll put that back there with its heavy damage. Right, time to go home, and we get Choppy Weather. Perform formation check for all bomber groups each movement turn. Okay, and this time is the first time we'll actually have to do it because we've got planes way up our gazoo waiting to get us. Okay. Righto. So, righto. So here we go. We move into here, and we have these two that can attack us. And we do a formation check first. Okay, so the Bell's formation is a 7+ and gets a 10, so the Bell is good. The Reaper is a 7+, but gets a +2 to her roll. So, yep, is good. Paradise Lost is an 8+ and fails. So Paradise Lost is dispersed. And Scarlet is a 6+ and is dispersed as well. Oh, doesn't have a dispersed on the other end. Okay, got to remember that. Right. Okay, so now we go for Interceptors. So the first one is a Focke-Wulf, 190. Wow, frontal, but at least there is no frontal on this. And the second is a 109. Out of the sun, but there is no out of the sun. Righto, so the Focke-Wulf is going to go after number 5, which is Grim Reaper. And the 109 is going to go after number 4, which is Grim Reaper. Okay. So at least the Reaper's not dispersed. Okay. So the Focke-Wulf is going to shoot first. It has 2 attacks, and so does the 109. So Focke-Wulf first. It hits on a 5, 7, 9. Reaper can suppress, so it's a -2 for his suppress. So we get an 8 minus 2 is 6, which is a 1 hit. So they go up to 5. It would have been a lot easier if they had have put a line under the 6s to differentiate them between the 9s. Just a little bit. Okay, and the 109 hits on a 7, a 9, 11. -2 is a 3, so nothing. Okay, so we are +2 air to ground. Both of these are going to attack us again, but the Focke-Wulf has a 1, so we'd go down to a down to a +1 to hit. So I've got more chance of taking out the 109. So I'm going to go for the 109. So that'll give me an 8, 9, or 10 to destroy him. And we got an 8, so he's gone. Well done, Reaper. So Grim Reaper gets 1 kill. And then the Focke-Wulf comes back for his second attack. -2 and gets a 2, so nothing. And we shoot at him. We need a 9 or a 10 to kill him. And we only get a 7. So he flies away home. Right. So then we go on to the next. These reset. We do our formation check again. So the Bell is a 7+. Gets a 3. So the Bell is now dispersed, not disrupted. The Reaper is a 7+ and is now dispersed as well. Disrupted, dispersed, all over the place. Paradise Lost is a 8+ and gets a 2, so she stays dispersed. And Scarlet is a 6+, and they're all dispersed. So they've all got a -2. Ouch! Right. Let's see if somebody's going to attack. And we have no bandit. That was just pure luck. Okay, so we fly away home. And we do the cleanup. Fix up all our bombers. Okay, and do the paperwork. So we all went after Special Weapons 6. SW6. We spent no SO points. We got no kills. We did not destroy the target. So we get 1 XP each. Now, Grim Reaper gets an extra 1 because it shot down a fighter. And Scarlet gets an extra 1 for shooting down a fighter. And we spent 19 SOs on our new aircraft, so we had 23 remaining. We didn't get any VPs. There is no second mission for the second week. So we finished with 23 VPs. So for the next week, we will get 15 more. So we're up to 38. And we can upgrade the Bell. She has 3 XP, so she can go from a green to average. So she goes from green 5 to average 4. So that's green 3 to average 2. The status goes through from 06 to 07 for OK. Air to air goes up to +2, air to ground to 0, and a formation check has increased as well, so that's good. Rightio. So the bell is now average 2 and has no experience less. Get rid of that. Right. Everybody flew except for the Spitfire. So the Spitfire is repaired. And we will go on to week 3, I think, in the next video. So again, thank you for watching. I hope it hasn't been too painful, other than my tactics. Can't call it strategy because it ain't. It ain't. So take care, and I will catch you later. Bye for now.